It's time you stop being a good girl and start being a baddie. What has a good girl gotten you? Being a single mom, raising the kids on your own, wasted time and years. And this is why good girls keep on getting their hearts broken, because you forgive too much. You overlook the red flags too much. And a baddie, if you don't give me what I want, I'm gone. If I have to keep repeating myself, I'm gone. If you keep lying to me, I'm gone. And because you forgive too much and you overlook the red flags too much, you have taught that man that you're not going nowhere. Oh, baby ain't going nowhere. It don't matter what I do. She's loyal. She's not gonna cheat. Try that with a baddie. She's gone. And you gotta remember, men are only gonna fight for what they invest their time, their effort, their energy, or their resources in. And one of the worst type of mindsets that you could ever have as a good girl is you're scared to start over. You're not gonna find love again. You don't want to break up the family. The worst mindset, and it keeps women stuck for years. And you see, when that man knows that is your mindset, oh, he's gonna just do what he wants, and he's not gonna care about your feelings. And again, the difference between a baddie and a good girl: a baddie don't have that type of mindset, because ladies, thoughts become things. Thoughts becomes your reality. A baddie is gonna tell herself, I can replace you. I can find a different man. I can get better. A good girl is sitting around being scared. Change your mindset. Thoughts become things. And I'm not saying now you should be promiscuous and start sleeping around. I'm not talking about that type of baddie. I'm talking about the type of woman that stands on her boundaries and increases her standard.
Good girl syndrome is deeply ingrained into women everywhere to keep us controllable, and it's time to break out of it. Feeling guilty when you prioritize yourself, hiding your true feelings to avoid conflict and keep harmony for everyone else, prioritizing other people's needs over your own, which having a fear of disappointing others, and having a need for perfection. How the F do we stop this from keeping us from our potential? Well, step number 1 is to realize that being disliked grants us so much freedom. Every single time you're disliked by someone, your own time is saved, because now you know they weren't meant for you and you can better find who aligns to you. 2, you need to realize that people pleasing is actually rooted in pride, not politeness. You want to be accepted and liked, and most importantly, control what other people perceive you as. You think you're helping people, but really the root cause of this is just seeking out more validation and praise. Because by filling your own cup first and focusing on your own fulfillment, you can better serve others afterwards. 3, take some time to think about or journal what your actual standards and values are, rather than blindly following what society has told you you need to be. Finally, and most importantly, understand what is driving these good girl behaviors. Is it because your family isn't affectionate? Is it because you feel rejected in friendship or dating? Is it because you don't feel good enough? Whatever it is, identifying the root cause will finally allow you to build up your self-esteem and confidence in a good way, and break out of these habits that are serving others at the expense of your own well-being and happiness.
What they've missed out.
Girl, you are too nice and it's getting you nowhere. Taken advantage of, walked over. Here's how I stopped being the nice girl and started getting what I want. I learned to say no without over-explaining. If something doesn't align with me, if I don't agree with something, the simple answer is no. Saying yes to everything, trying to please everyone is only gonna leave you drained and spread too thin. I stopped giving people access that they didn't deserve. Access is a privilege and you need to start acting like it. I stopped being available 24/7. Nothing screams desperation more than dropping everything the second someone calls. I started focusing on my own life, my goals, making my own plans, and setting aside time for just myself. I make time for the people I want to make time for. I stopped tolerating the bare minimum. This one's a given. I am no longer accepting anything less than I deserve, especially knowing the way that I show up for the people that I love and care about. If you can't meet me where I'm at, you have no business being in my energy. I stopped apologizing for things that weren't my fault and making excuses for people. People's shitty behavior has nothing to do with you, and it's not something that you need to internalize or try to understand. They are clearly battling their own traumas, insecurities, and self-hate. It's not personal, nor is it your business or your job to fix. It has everything to do with them, and the best thing you could do is wish them well and walk away. The people pleasing has to go out the window. Don't get me wrong, I'm still the sweetest woman you will ever meet. I'm kind, I still have a good heart. I just have the boundaries to protect it. All right, I love you guys and I will talk to you later.
I am so grateful to be 30 and single, because I am realizing so many things I just did not realize in my 20s. I have to unpack this, especially for women that are attracting entitled, boundaryless men and then blaming themselves for it. It's not you, it's a social pattern, and once you see it, it is so hard to unsee. As women, we're brought up to be good girls, to be nice, understanding, empathetic, give a million chances, help everyone with everything. It's freaking exhausting. And guess who benefits from that? insecure men that want access to you without earning it. Since I have been single and dating for the last year, I've been attracting a very specific type of man, and they're so entitled, and it's like been really pissing me off, and I've just kind of realized this, and I'm always going to take accountability for what I do. So I'm like, what am I doing? And I realize that it's because these kind of men are attracted to women that are great, like they're awesome, but with just low boundaries. It's literally the perfect combo for them. And this also ties in with the whole Danish deception thing. These kinds of men are attracted to women that have their own thing going, they're independent, magnetic, successful on their own, but they're way too nice. I'm way too nice. When you are warm and friendly and empathetic and open, that's great. Those are all amazing traits, but men like this see that and they're like, perfect, especially if you have no boundaries. And for me personally, it's not like they're doing these crazy, horrible big things. It's little things. It's the little things you let slide, and once you let one of those slide, they're like, awesome. Got her. When men that don't feel good about themselves see a woman like this, they see it and they're like, oh, if I get her, then I can be that. And that's just not how it works, buddy. The women are like that because they've done the work on themselves. And when you give them access to you and you let these little things slide, they're getting further and further and further in, and they are trying to take those things from you. It's not romantic. It is parasitic. And frankly, it's disgusting. When you're raised to be open, understanding, sympathetic, go with the flow, they see that as an access point to push your boundaries. In my opinion, if a man compliments you by saying you're so open, you're so generous, you're so hardworking, you're so independent, I think it's a red flag. And when you are letting these things slide, the little things start getting bigger. And then when you do want to set a boundary, because all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, this isn't right, then you're mean, you're overreacting, you're being rude. And the problem isn't that you're too nice. It's great to be nice, obviously. The issue is that men lack understanding of boundaries and see women as access points. These kind of men, at least. You're an access to sex, to emotional labor, to intimacy, to stability, care. So when these kind of men meet a woman that can provide all that, plus you're independent, plus you're beautiful, plus you're ambitious, they want to latch onto you with their claws, and they are so entitled and will do anything to make sure they can keep pushing those boundaries and see how far they'll push you. And so what you have to do is you have to upgrade your boundaries immediately. Men like this only escalate when we hesitate to say no or set a boundary, and we hesitate because we don't want to be rude or too much or whatever. You just gotta be it. If you feel like that's rude, first of all, it's not, but if you feel like it's rude, okay, be rude. Who cares? Think of it this way. Would you rather be rude, or would you rather let someone into your life that is going to take advantage of your kindness?
I was taught over the years, you be a good girl and you'll get everything you want in life. You be a good girl, you keep your legs closed. You don't be out here fighting in these streets. You talk like a lady. You eat like a lady. You do this like a lady. And what did it get me? Huh? What did it get me? Rage. And nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the good girl who grows up and she turns 40 and she looks around and she's like, what the fuck did I do wrong? I did everything that everybody asked me to do. I was a good girl. I went to school. I went to church. I wasn't sleeping around. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't doing none of that shit. I was a good girl, and it got me nowhere. So guess what? The good girl is dead. She's dead. That's enough. I said to myself, that's enough. It's time to bring the other girl out. Right? It's time to bring the other girl out. Because the good girl, and I love her to death, but she had to die. Because at the end of all of it, you become an adult and you look around and all you have is grief. That's all you got.
Okay, I am not going to differ from the previous speakers being a good girl or playing the good girl card can cost you a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. It can cost you a lot. People are going to take advantage of you, not your boyfriend. Like, from your boyfriend or your husband to your family to your friends, everybody is going to be treating you like trash. They will be treating you like it's okay to cross your boundaries, like it's okay to, you know, cross your boundaries. It is okay to disrespect you because you've shown them that it is okay. Oh no, he didn't mean that. Oh no, I didn't expect that from him. What did you expect? Yeah, what the fuck did you expect? Because look here, baby. Yeah, that good girl card you're playing, it will cost you a lot. It will cost you a lot because a lot of people think a lot of people tend to think that it is okay for anybody to be, you know, to overstep. Yeah, it's actually one way of showing that you don't have power over your life, or you don't even respect yourself as a person, because your no needs to be no, your yes has to be yes. Yeah, so quit letting people walk all over you. If it is a man, let them know that any second you fumble, any second you do funny things, I am out of the window. If it is a family, let them know, don't come to my place, don't do this, come like this, da, 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 da. Put your boundaries. Let people know that you have boundaries, that you're not going to quit for anybody. Yeah, but if you continue being like, I think he did not mean it, I think maybe I'm overreacting. No, you're not overreacting. You're doing exactly what you should have done way back. Exactly what you should have done way back is what you're doing now, and you're not overstepping, you're not overreacting, you're just being you. Let us learn to say no without having so much to explain. Yeah, without explaining ourselves so much. Let us notice that. Let us like pick that you can say no without actually over explaining yourself that this is the reason I'm saying no because of da 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 da. A simple no is an answer. No is also an answer. Yeah, so quit that and take over your life. Yeah, so let us keep watching the video, and please remember to subscribe, like, and comment on this video because yo this is interesting. And remember to check out all my videos, previous videos that I've been putting on the channel. They're really interesting. Please engage and let me know. Thank you.
If you didn't get the memo, good girls don't get anywhere. Mother energy is anti-power. And if you're an ambitious midlife woman with big dreams to realize, who wants to live life on her terms, her way, then you have got to kick the good girl and the mother energy to the motherfucking curb. Let's talk about it. Good girls are there to keep the status quo. Good girls are there to make sure everyone else is okay at the expense of you and your happiness. Mother energy fixes, saves everyone. She makes sure everyone is okay. She's always in everyone else's business apart from her own. And both of these identities will drain your fucking resources. They will drain your energy. And one thing that I know to be true as an iconic older woman is that my energy is not limitless. I have to become way more precious about how I spend my time and my energy, and make sure I input into me each and every single day. And I get it. You would go, but I feel so guilty when I do this. I feel so selfish. Do you know what you want to do? You want to reclaim that motherfucking word selfish and have it for yourself. There is nothing wrong with being selfish. I say be fabulously fucking selfish. And the other thing about guilt is based upon a perceived set of rules and regulations that you've been indoctrinated into. It's not even a fucking emotion. What guilt does is sit above the emotion shame. You have to challenge guilt. You have to challenge the way that you see being selfish. You see that men don't think like this. Men just go out into life and make fucking shit happen. And I know if you're listening to me, you're a woman who wants to make shit happen. So how can you support this fucking journey into you realizing your dreams? Well, it all starts and ends with how you see yourself. You've got to stop seeing yourself as the good girl. You've got to stop seeing yourself in that mother energy. And you've got to become okay with being fabulously selfish and learn how to navigate your guilt. And the fucking fastest way to do that is to strut into a new identity as main character energy. Baby, you're the star of the show. You're the fucking A-lister. You're numero uno, and you need to become obsessed with you. You need to realize that you are indeed the motherfucking prize. And when you become the motherfucking prize, do you know what you do? You start to respect your time and your energy. You start to shift your internal world. And as a consequence to that, everyone on the outside starts to shift their behaviors towards you. People start to respect your time and energy. You start to attract a better caliber of friends and partners. And people start to look at you in awe and wonder and go, what the fuck is going on with her? Yes, you become a woman who turns heads. And you are no longer looking or seeking for an external validation or attention because, baby, you know, you are the fucking prize. If this is resonating with you, if this is the year that you shift your fucking identity and claim what is rightfully yours, then today is your motherfucking lucky day. Doors are open right now to my signature program, Main Character Energy, season 2024. And this is a 12-month program where I am going to guide you strut by strut into main character energy so you can become a woman who knows how valuable she is in her bones. And because of that, you can command anything you want into your world with a click of your glamorously manicured fingertips. Everything you need is...
As someone who was raised to be a good girl, I can tell you honestly, truly, that being a good woman is non-existent. It's a scam. A good woman is simply a good girl in an adult body. And what is a good girl? A good girl is someone who lets people do bad things to her without consequence. She doesn't snitch, she doesn't cause trouble, she doesn't raise her voice, she doesn't stand up for herself, she doesn't assert her dominance, she doesn't assert her boundaries, she doesn't assert her power, she doesn't even realize she has power. That is exactly what a good woman is. A good woman is a good girl in an adult body. And I can't pinpoint the exact moment I realized this, but once I realized this, that's when I tapped into my vocal, blunt, assertive, dominant, mean, boundary-setting version of myself. And that's why I don't care about being a good woman. Because being a good woman is being a good girl in an adult body, like I said. So all you're doing is you're victimizing yourself by continuing to operate within the framework of what a child's behavior should look like as an adult who understands that other adults are not behaving that way and they are simply doing whatever they want. You're letting them get away with it because you don't say anything. You don't walk away. You don't cut them off. You don't tell someone. You don't talk about it. You enable. You enable bad behavior from other people. That is exactly what a good woman is. Ask anybody to define the actions of a good woman. They will tell you things that has the subliminal undertone of a good girl. A good girl in an adult body who never learned to stand up for herself. As a grown adult woman, it's my responsibility to protect myself. I cannot continue to have interactions with other adults that lack boundaries, that lack me saying the word no, that lack me understanding what I even want from this interaction and what I'm willing to give, and for me to assess whether what I'm giving matches what I'm getting, because at the end of the day, we as women are expected to just keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring everything we got into other people, without ever stopping to ask ourselves, who's pouring into us? And that's why being a good woman doesn't make any sense, because when you're a good girl, nobody's pouring into you. Everybody's taking from you. And the more you continue to allow people to take from you as a grown woman, the more negative, bad experiences you will have, and the less you will actually feel like a good woman. People call me mean all the time. People say I'm too blunt. People say I'm too honest. People say this, people say that. But at the end of the day, the experiences that I've had, the very toxic experiences that I've had, have been so short-lived. Because I just don't have the tolerance for it. And I'm mean enough to say, get the fuck out of my life. And women should not be ashamed of saying that, okay? Because all you're doing is enabling other people to continue doing shitty things. You have to be responsible for what you're willing to tolerate. And when you're operating in this world as a good woman, all you're doing is essentially infantilizing yourself and allowing people to treat you like a good little girl who's just gonna do whatever she's told, sit down, shut up, and pretend she's not even there. Me personally, I don't want that type of life, and I don't think it's satisfying, and I don't think it's fulfilling. So I'm willing to bear the weight of the label bad women. I don't care. Because look how they treat you when they think you're a good woman. And I'm not talking about just men. I'm talking about other women too. And then on top of that, you don't even treat yourself like a good woman when you are a good woman. Because you know deep down inside that what you're doing is wrong. You know that neglecting yourself is wrong. You know that not standing up for yourself is wrong. You know that letting people take advantage of you is wrong. You know that giving the benefit of the doubt when there's such little room for the doubt to be given is wrong. You're just not willing to bear the weight of the labels that come with being assertive, dominant, having boundaries, not letting people disrespect you, going after what you want as a grown woman.
Why you should stop being nice as a pretty girl. Every time you're being too nice, people lose respect. Here's the truth. Beauty signals high value, and people tend to respect people that are high value and embody strength and power. So when you as a pretty girl start acting too nice, smile too much, you are creating actively a mismatch in the brain of other people, because you look like power, but you act like insecurity. As a pretty girl, you trigger insecurities in other people. People automatically are not as nice to you as they probably could be because they feel threatened. Maybe show passive-aggressive behavior, or they're cold and very critical. That's why if you are being too nice, they have one more reason to not be nice to you, because now they feel threatened by you, intimidated by you. Now they can disrespect you. It couldn't be better for them. So if you, as a pretty girl, give away kindness very quickly, you give off easy access vibes, which basically say you are of lower social value. Stop over-nicing. Show confidence first. Be very neutral, because they don't know you. Be nice for no reason. There's no...
My advice to young women is to be selfish as hell. Yeah. Stop being so available. Protect your energy, protect your money, protect your peace, like your life depends on it, because being the nice girl, like saying yes to everything and everyone, will have you feeling so exhausted and then doing favors for people who would never even lift a finger for you. So let them call you busy, let them call you difficult, like let them say whatever they want to say.